So as I was trying to go to sleep, my mind ran off, and I realized I missed an anniversary today. And no, I'm not talking about my girlfriend. That's January 22nd. I got like 10, 3 months before that. Damn, it's been 8 months. Anyway, a couple of days ago, October 4th was October 2018. Last year was the day it was announced that I would be getting a $15 minimum wage while working at Amazon. And it's all because of Bernie Sanders and Ro Khanna. Now, when I first started working at Amazon for 10, 25 for the Christmas season in 2017. Stupid chair. In 2017. That was like temporary. Then I did, and then for a couple months, I was just unemployed. I did 1 month at Wendy's in March, and then I got Amazon back. Although it was different place, I'm hoping to get my old place back, so because it's closer. But anyway, I started the Amazon Fresh, which deals with food, on May 7th, 2018, at 10.25 an hour. I got a 25-cent raise between then and October, basically 10.50. But then it went from it went from 10.50 to $15 an hour. And you know what? I only get part time, so I guess one guy called it underemployed, but I basically I'm doing better. Like when I was doing 10.25, I had to constantly ask my parents for gas money. It would usually be at as soon as my pay, the next payday would be like Wednesday, Thursday. I'd say, hey, ma, dad, need $20. I give you 20 when I get paid again, and they do it because they love me. But now I don't have to do that. I've done that maybe twice. I've asked twice, and that's because of wasteful spending. There's a difference between not having enough money due to non-living wage and wasteful spending. Yeah, I've done wasteful spending, but I won't be asking mom and dad for gas money for a long time. And that's because Bernie got me a $15 an hour minimum wage. For those of you who don't know, he introduced a bill in Congress called the Stop Bezos Act. And basically, what it was going to do is it was going to say for for every employee at Amazon that is on government welfare, that Congress was going to tax them. I can't remember the percentage, but apparently it was enough. The percentage of taxes that Amazon pay, which federally they didn't pay one nickel in taxes last year. Jeff Bezos said, "Hey, Senator Sanders, counteroffer. You're always talking about living wage. I've done my numbers. Let's do. How about I do a $15 minimum wage?" And Bernie, in his ever wisdom, said, "Deal." You know, and I know Ro Khanna was somehow involved in this as well. It's been a while since I watched the Kyle Kalinske video that had Ro Khanna's name on it. Anyway, uh, haven't heard from him. But Bernie Sanders improved my life when I'm actually having a discussion with a pro Hillary person, and she, I said the whole, well, what the did Hillary do for anybody? And I mentioned the whole $15 minimum wage. It's like, the person says like, oh, well, Hillary's for women's rights. It's like, okay, but what has she done? Which was nothing good. But you know what? This is something that Bernie did. And by the way, he wasn't running for president at the time. Yes, obviously he was preparing, but you know what? Pretty sure, I'm pretty sure he would have done it even if he didn't want to run for president. Even if he said, you know what? No, I'm not going to run for president, but I'm damn sure going to get the minimum wage for Amazon workers. And you know what? He didn't stop there. He did the same thing to Disney. Over, I think it's 300,000 Amazon workers now at $15 minimum wage, and so do 60,000 Disney workers. He didn't. He could have just stuck with Amazon and just said, "Hey, I raised $15 minimum wage. Now we gotta wait till I'm president to raise the wages across the nation as president." No, 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 no. He went to Disney and said, "Hey, pay your employees minimum wage, a living wage, or I'm gonna do the same what I was about to do to Amazon." And he said, "All right, all right, all right. Well, we'll do what Jeff Bezos doing." That's what I thought. He's strong arming these people. You know, and Bernie Sanders has done a lot of other things. You know, he's called the Amendment King for a reason. He would slip in these amendments where when no one else was looking. You know, Bernie Sanders is the king of amendments, of awesomeness, and now this isn't me wanting a king. You know, I want a president who's bound by the law. I've been asked recently would I support Bernie no matter what. I'm like, well, if it's something I don't agree with, then no, because because there are left wing policies that I don't agree with, such as reparations for slavery. I'm sorry, but I just no. And you know what? I'm Irish, and you know what? My, my people were enslaved, but I'm not demanding reparations. But anyway, the point is, I couldn't have had this minimum wage of $15 an hour without Bernie. I'd still be asking my parents for money constantly without him. What makes this so great is I actually got to thank him in person. I've uploaded 3 videos of it, but on May 18th, 2019, Bernie Sanders came to Georgia. It's the only time he's come to Georgia since in this campaign. He's come to Georgia before in his last campaign, but he came to Georgia, and it was Augusta, a 2-hour drive from where I live. Augusta, because I'm not stupid enough to reveal where I live, but Augusta is 2 hours from where I live. It's a 2-hour drive. I went with one of my friends. He wanted to come. My girlfriend couldn't come, and she was still pissed. But okay, so me and my friend we went to Augusta, and we went and we got to go. I got this shirt and this hat, and I got another hat. Like a 3 for 25. I gave that hat to a friend who also supports him. Um, anyway, he was there. He gave his speech. He gave his speech, and the first thing he said was, "It is hot in Augusta. My God, this is not Vermont weather." And I could tell that he is not the southern. He's not used to southern weather. You know, when he turned around to hug, what's his name, Cornel West, I could see the sweat on his back. But that wasn't it. You know, a lot of people they go and like they see their stars. Like I've seen Skillet up close in person back when John Cooper's beard was just like mine, basically, in 2011. But I didn't actually get to talk to them. What after Bernie's speech was done, he went around and came to the. He went all John F. Kennedy ish, and started shaking hands with people, and I actually managed to. God, I actually managed to talk to him. When I mentioned that I was in Amazon, he immediately put his hands on my his hands on my shoulders. And he listened as I thanked him, as I told him that I no longer have to borrow gas money. He said, "We got you that money." I thanked him. I told him I didn't know who he was in 2016, but love him now and I support him. And I thanked him, and he said, "You're welcome." And I let him go. I should have taken a photo with him. If he comes to Georgia, I'll make sure to take a photo with him again. But I did manage to. But I did when I regained my senses. I took a photo of him. But it was, and with the exception of me and my girlfriend, it was one of the greatest days of my life. This is my hero, and I saw a video on Twitter that showed, both, that was just MSNBC just making all these slanderous lies about him, and I just wanted to punch a wall. I really just wanted to hit something. But yeah, it's what the same crap that they said last time. October 4th was when it was announced. I was actually walking out of the break room at Amazon Fresh while I was walking through it towards back to work, and the TV was on. It was saying that Amazon was raising 50 million. I just simply raised up my fist. I didn't realize until I got home and watched Kyle Kalinske Secular Talk, which the video I will link in the description, that apparently I have Bernie to thank for this. You know? That Bernie is he's a saint. And I don't mean to sound sacrilegious, but he has the heart of he's not in this for his own glory. He's not in this for ego, like a lot of these people are. I know Joe Biden's in it just to hey, I want to be president. So is Kamala Harris and Buttigieg and Beto O'Rourke. They're in it for themselves. I mean, you think Bernie wants to be in this right now? At his age? No. Bernie doesn't want to do this. If he had his choice, and like if America was the way he wanted it to be, if Obama had managed to do that instead of being a moderate Republican like he called himself, Bernie would be retired. He'd be with his son Levy and his grandkids and all that, saying, "Hey, Kondo, when are you gonna get married, Bobby?" I'm not kidding. All right. I get it. Not all Jews are like that, but there are some. I actually have a friend who said that was my grandmother was like that. But when are you gonna get married and give me grandchildren? I'm not getting younger. When are you gonna settle down with a nice Jewish doctor? Mr. Sanders, Senator, hopefully Mr. President, Bernie One Kenobi, as I affectionately call him, because it's like Gandalf, Dumbledore, and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Bernie Sanders. Sometimes you just need help from an old white guy. I know I've thanked you in person, but I want to thank you again, once again, on a belated anniversary. Thank you for everything that you've done for me and my country and my fellow Amazon workers and those Disney people. And everything else you've done. Though this man defended gay people back in the 90s when that wasn't popular. He's the gift that keeps on giving. He's the second coming of FDR and John F. Kennedy. And if a man like that can have so many supporters, like Andrew Yang goes through a room full of a room with some people on a skateboard, and that's a rally. Joe Biden goes inside a little building and meets some people. Bernie has to actually go outside because there are so many people at his rallies. Although I do hope, Bernie, please, next time you come to Georgia, have a rally, please have it indoors with air conditioning. Oh my gosh. The car's in the truck, but I had to have one of those things. It looked like it was Continental Congress. Everyone was like flapping the Bernie signs. Even Bernie knew it was hot. I mean, it was haunting us to my God. Please have it indoors. We will pay extra if that's what it takes to not having to burn our faces off. I came home with sunburn. I'm Irish. We don't tan very well. But again, I want to thank you, sir. I do. Please ignore my Dracula. I do. If she dies by day, but I shall see that she dies by night. I don't know. Very Dracula-ish. Anyway, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And imagine what, and Bernie Sanders did this as a senator. Imagine what he can do as president of these United States. All the things he could do. Thank you for listening. Please support Sanders.
Not because the communists may be doing it, not because we seek their votes, but because it is right. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it cannot save the few who are rich.
stay awesome, stay progressive, and may the force be with you.
We pledge the loyalty of faithful friends. United, there is little we cannot do in a host of cooperative ventures. Divided, there is little we can do, for we dare not meet a powerful challenge at odds and split asunder.